Hey all, Heretic here with another Hearthstone Battleground Player's Guide, and I'm here to bring you the information you need to help you win with Tamsin Roame. So get comfy and let's dive in. First, let's talk about their hero power Fragrant Phylactery. This costs 0 gold and reads, destroy your lowest health minion, give its stats to 5 friendly minions. So when you utilize your hero power, your lowest health minion will die. If it has a death rattle, that will trigger, buff your board, do whatever it does. And then 5 of those minions on your board will gain its stats. Now, if that's 2-1 or 70-70, it doesn't matter. They're going to equally all gain those stats. So it's pretty phenomenal the higher the stats you can get to give around to your board, giving you a lot of tempo and a lot of power, or, if you're not careful, almost nothing. So really pay attention to the minions you have. If you have multiple minions with the same health, it's going to destroy a random one. So make sure those key minions are not sitting at that low health threshold so they get eaten. Always check the minions when you're buying, when you're cycling, and make sure you're ending in a way where you're buffing the board the way you want to, or perhaps maybe not even use your hero power if it's going to hurt you too much if you've made a mistake. And remember, when the boards are full, you are not going to have a full board essentially, so you're always going second. So once everyone's got full boards, and everyone's got 7 and 7 minions, you're technically only going to have 6. So your opponent's always going to want to go first, and you're not going to have a chance. So make sure you're prepared for them to go first. Now, when I'm tiering with Tamsin, I'm always using slow Jeef. I mean, maybe if the lobby's full of really high tempo heroes, I'll basic curve, but slow Jeef is the way I prefer to tier when I'm playing Tamsin. Now, when it comes to things I like to do when I'm playing Tamsin, it works with a lot of different things. So there's no family that it's decidedly bad for. You can make any board work with Tamsin. Just pay attention to what minion is going to be buffing your board, because you don't want it to be the wrong one. The nice thing about if you're saying play Quillboars is you have the blood gems. If you're not even playing Quillboars, just getting those blood gems make it so you can raise that baseline health of your board to give more stats to everything. Making minions who would instantly be eaten now suddenly don't die to your buff, and the right minion gets triggered and it dies, and not your minions who really matter. If you've got dragons in the pool, this is huge, because if you have a Terragosa, it counts as an in-combat buff your hero power. So Terragosa every turn is going to be growing exponentially. Just make sure when you first get excited and buy that Terragosa, it's not your lowest health minion, because she's not going to gain that buff. She's just going to die. Also, if you're playing dragons, Nadine of the Red is great because she only has 4 health. So if you don't buff it much, odds are that's going to be the one who dies, giving all your dragons Divine Shield. Pretty powerful interaction there. If you're playing mechs, you've already got a lot of Divine Shield minions. Hey, guess what? Mechs are usually lacking a little bit in the health department. Now you're adding that much more. If you can finagle the right one to be the one eaten every turn, you can really get some good buffs going on if you're playing a mech board. If you're playing demons and it gets to be late game, and heck, if you get a Famished Fellbat, you are going to go nuts. You are just going to keep growing. As that demon gets bigger and bigger, your whole board buff threshold is going to go through the roof. It's really good with a Famished Fellbat if you can get it, but it's usually pretty late game. Nagas are great because they have such a utility. Like, you don't have to play Naga. You can just throw them on the board. Get your Eelbound Archer, throw it out there, have it buff a Selfless Hero with +8, and all of a sudden the 2-1 is a 10-1, buffing your whole board, dies, gives Divine Shield to a minion. It's really good. Tamsin works with basically all families, some a lot better than others, but she works pretty well. Finally, be careful. When you're playing and you get excited at the end of the turn because you see the Leroy in the shop and you're like, I'm going to buy this Leroy, it's going to kill his taunt, we're all set. Remember, Leroy only has 2 health. Odds are that Leroy, if you slam your hero power, just buffed your board 6-2. Not great. Just be careful. Now, when it comes to countering Tamsin, play a normal game. Be prepared for the families they're running to work the way they usually do, plus a bunch of stats. And in some cases, a whole lot of stats. Remember, they always go second, so that gives you a big advantage. If you have Cave Hydras, if you have Foe Reapers, if you have anything with Wind Fury, these things will do significant damage to their board before they get to swing. Very good in this scenario. Zaps, basically useless. Before your Zap gets to attack, that whole board's going to get buffed. 9 out of 10 times, that's going to make it so you're not killing the Baron Rivendare you're trying to snipe in the back. And guess what? They've only got 6 minions. So Leroy, Manted Queens, any poison in general are going to be a little more effective against them because they have a smaller board. just be prepared. They might not use that hero power just to get you if you're expecting them to. Overall, Tamsin is a very good hero in a very good place right now. But Tamsin is a high skill hero. You have to pay a lot of attention every turn to your hero power and make sure you're not killing a minion that's key to the effect you're looking to have during the battle. If everyone's got 7 health and you eat your Baron by accident, or he's got your least health and you don't pay attention, you slam it. You play the Leroy and you eat the Leroy, you've just put yourself at a significant disadvantage. That being said, if you're eating a golden selfless hero every turn that you've buffed a little bit and all of a sudden your board's gaining like 8-5 and 2 divine shields, now we're having another conversation. Now you're in a good place. You've used that hero power smart. You have to really pay attention to when you're going to hero power and what you're buying. Tamsin's worth it, but it takes a little while to learn how to play it. And remember to always pay attention to that lowest health. I can't reiterate enough. That's the most important thing about Tamsin. If you learn anything, think about every minion before you buy him and play him, and make sure you don't put yourself in a hole. Stay tuned. I have more guides on the way. I hope you learned a few things today and had a good time. I know I did. Bye.